Sagittarius, hello, hi, I'm Ms. Mixed Messages, and I'm here to mix some messages for you. Subject to change or change for entertainment purposes. Okay. Sagittarius, firstly, we're going to clear out the energy. Beautiful. Okay. So this is applicable for your sun, moon, rising sign, wherever you have Sagittarius in your chart. Okay, we're out of time. Time's up. Okay. So I'm using two decks here. We've got the Place Oracle, okay, to see where among time and space it is that you have placed yourself, okay. We've also got the Gilded Tarot. I have a regular size deck as well as the small. I'm going to get for you a Holy Bible quote, and then we have some Scrabble Babble, okay. So this reading is designed to be not so pleasant, okay. And it is based on the past, not the future. Now, the best way to know the future is to look at the past, okay? So that we can get past it. It must be acknowledged, okay? Okay. You're shooting off into a certain direction, Sagittarius. I don't know where that is, but it is somewhere, okay? It's not somewhat, it's somewhere. Sagittarius, what do we have here? Like shooting off in a certain direction, okay? Jim at the bottom of the deck, okay? Now, let's see. So these first four cards are your spring, summer, fall, and winter of last year, okay? Overall card theme. There's something about last year, Sagittarius, that you want to do different. You wanna go about it again. You're living in the past somewhat a little bit. We have the Five of Wands. There's a fighting. There's a violence internally. Some sort of physical apprehension, aggression about regret or remorse or how you could have done something differently about last year. It's over, sweetie. It's over. It's honey. It's done. Okay? Now, these next 12 cards are the little ones. Okay? Could be considered the 12 months of last year, but in particular, we're looking at the houses. So the first house through the 12th, okay? For Sagittarius placements. I'm feeling a lot of remorse, Sagittarius. Well, this is hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. At the bottom of that deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune, okay? In reverse, okay? So things being actually in your control rather than not in your control. But they're so in your control that you've lost control, that you're out of control. You're out of control with how much control and how much will and how much capacity you have to yield that. With great power comes great responsibility, and rather than yielding it, it seems you are fighting it. Okay, you're fighting something. So let's look at this. Your first house, Sagittarius. You have the Ace of Wands, okay? Passionate person, okay? You're driven by your passion. You're driven by your lust, by your pleasure, okay? The part of your body that it is that you listen to could be your sexual organs, what excites you, okay? What gets you, lit, okay? Alternatively, the Ace of Wands, well, there is no alternatively. It's if you were a lighter, okay? What is lighting up your spark within your body, that is what you are listening to. And maybe this spark places itself at different parts of your body, but there's a particular part of your body that you are driven by, okay, Sagittarius? So after that, this is going with your body as well. So we have the second chakra showing up with the third chakra here, okay? For the second chakra, we have the Ace of Wands, okay? And for the third chakra, we have the Sun card here in the second house of home. So feeling at home in your body, or becoming, coming home to your body, okay? This last year, okay? First to second houses, okay? Coming home to yourself, okay? Being able to finally breathe again. There's a feeling of safety. There's a feeling of warmth. There's a feeling of care. That bubbled up to the surface. That's pretty cool. That's something very, very good bubbled up to the surface for you, Sagittarius. Maybe you've been blanketed in a lot of misery and a lot of darkness, okay? And, you know, scratching beneath that facade is something really, that the treasure there, right? You got to dig to find that treasure. Same with this light here. And it took a while to get there and find it, but there it is. Okay. The third house here, we have the King of Swords, okay? This is Aquarius, Strong, Gemini, or Libra, okay? So when it comes to your communication, you're very great at giving directions, okay? You speak and you think in terms of planning, logic, steps, okay? And there's a method and not much madness. You're quite clear when you communicate. You're a clear communicator. Yeah. Maybe in the past, you were more confused or more confusing or more vague with your communication, but somewhere in last year, you decided to not be. It was causing too much confusion, too much chaos, too much fights. Now recognize that this last year, this could be just hidden undertone stuff that bubbled up, came to the surface, and we're peeling off that skin of last year. So the fourth house, okay, we have the Hermit here. Now the Hermit card normally goes out and is searching, looking for answers. In reverse here, it indicates that all of those answers are at home, okay, are at home within yourself. And I'm emphasizing at home within yourself because it's fourth house. Fourth house normally indicates mother. It's possible that before you would have gone to your mother and found the answers within your mother or in women, okay? Or in a woman, okay? But this Hermit card right here is looking at the first three cards, okay? So it's like going to mom and then being redirected by mom to go back to yourself, to go back to your steps, to go back to your own wisdom, your own inner intellect, your own inner authority, your gut, you know, and your passion, okay? So there's being redirected here to go within yourself, to not go outside of you, not to do even any researching, as all of the wisdom, all of the answers that you might seek are within you, okay? Okay. Let's look at, after that, the spring of last year. We have Four of Wands, okay? This is a happy home, happy wife, happy life, happy husband, happy home. This is a celebration. This is a marriage. Four of Wands, okay? We have a husband, a wife, and a child here, okay? In the spring. It could have been a spring wedding. Could be a spring... spring sort of it doesn't feel celebratory somehow though. Somebody got married in the spring though. Something was celebrated about marriage in the spring. And it didn't have to literally be a marriage. It could have been finally agreeing on something. Something came together last spring. Some kind of disharmony, okay, was harmonized last spring. Okay, so spring after that, we have the summer, we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is father figure energy, this is big brother energy, okay? This is a masculine energy that that is making money, that is counting the books, that is putting in actions and not necessarily words. There's two strong male figures here, the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. These could be men in your life, okay? One is a man of words and the other is a man of actions, okay? So, seems you... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's look at your fifth house, shall we? Okay, the fifth house, your romantic relationships. We have the 10 of Wands. This is also your creative endeavors. You take on a lot, okay? There's a lot of projects, okay? A lot of responsibility that you were taking on last year. It was quite heavy, and you were putting in work and fulfilling all of these, okay? This could be a lot of romantic affairs, but I'm seeing more projects, okay? Like scrolls, okay? Okay, 5th house, 6th house after that, we have work, literally. There's something from way far back in your past, okay, that you wanted to try. You had an inkling of you were possibly interested in it, okay, and you didn't try it, and so you're trying something new, but it's not totally new to you, if you know what I mean. But you're making it new again. So you're bringing back to life some old love, okay? Some old interest, okay? And by old, it just you haven't gone there, haven't been there in a while, okay? This happened around the summertime, June, okay? An old love becoming new, okay? A new love for your work, okay? Or a new aspect of work or how you work that you made a huge change. And it was a tiny little tweak, but it has made a world of difference. We have the High Priestess, Pisces placements, okay? Intuitively just diving into it. Into this new way of working, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7, the High Priestess here, it's your 7th house. Like diving into a new contract, diving into a new commitment, like heart first, not feet first, and just seeing how that's gonna go for you. This is a marriage as well, okay? This is total abandonment and reckless abandonment and faith in the universe. Okay, our 8th house after that, we have the Empress, okay? This is infertility, okay? Something, someone or something not bearing fruit, okay? Okay, being careful. There's a luxury in that though too. There's a freedom in that. There's a freedom in the not bearing fruit, okay? It's like a risk with no risk, this. Okay, so for the fall after that, Sagittarius, we have the Ace of Wands, okay? So the fall of last year might have been a spicy, hot and heavy, kind of very inspiring time for you. Fall in general of last year, okay? Was very, very hot, okay? Now let's look at your winter. Your big winter, we have the Empress here, okay? So this is a lot of mother energy coming up here. Strong divine feminine energy. We have Demeter on the shadow side as well as the not so shadow side, right as above and so below themselves, okay? This could also be Hera, okay? This is the maintenance of that fuel, of that fire, of that passion. Let's look at your small cards in the winter. We have the 10 of Pentacles, money, investment, the Queen of Swords, okay? For the Midheaven house or the 10th house, okay? Working in communications, working on being an effective communicator through non-communication. So non-verbal communication is coming up here. It seems non-verbal communication is your jackpot. There's something about not speaking. So, and they're King of Pentacles here of the summer. So however you were last summer was very, very effective, I want to say. Not saying is saying more than saying is, okay? Seemingly here. You may be a man or a woman of many words, okay? Words of affirmation is coming up here as well. Okay, but the more effective communication is communicating, and the more affective one is non-communication here. Non-verbal communication, okay? Okay, in your 11th house, you have Justice, could be Libra. I'm just seeing a court, okay? I'm seeing as well a chessboard or checkerboards, okay? Play-by-plays, making your moves, making your plays, okay? Last November. Okay, we have a second wedding, a second marriage, okay? A second coming, I'm hearing. December of last year, we have a winter wedding here, and then a spring wedding, okay? Springing into understanding, into something coming together last year. And then it came back together again. It came back around in the winter. In your 12th house. This has been in the back of your mind, okay? The back of your mind in your 12th house. 4 of Wands. This happy arrangement, okay? This happy union, this happy family unit. Okay, let's say where you've been, okay, in the place oracle cards. We have bridge, connecting, pathway, overcoming divide. So that's exactly what we're talking about when it comes to marriage, okay? It's connecting 2 islands, okay, with that bridge. We have windswept region, breezy gusts, swirling winds, airy expanse, and dancing leaves. So a lot of change, a lot of strong winds, okay? Changing of directions. I'm feeling a lot of emotions too. But there's this ability that, let's see, we have here with the King of Swords here, this ability to direct spirit, to direct emotions in a very calming way, okay? Calming the chaos, okay? Calming the winds. We have laboratory, scientific research, experiments and analysis, innovation and invention. With the infertility and the Empress here, I'm seeing, you know, yeah, fertility issues, but then a pregnancy, okay? The fertility issue seems to be in the 12, 11, 10, 9, 8th house, okay? Yeah, you're the house of sexuality, okay? But winter seems to be a good time for pregnancy, fall and winter. Laboratory is doing some researching, doing some tests, okay, in vitro, how to create life alternatively. What's the problem? How can we fix this? Productive passion. We have heartbreak place, lost love and grief, memories of heartbreak. There's a place that you may be continuing to go back to in your mind. Something or someone broke your heart, okay? And it's like you keep going back to that place in your mind, trying to change it, trying to make it different. We've also got bathroom in reverse, pristine, cleanliness, water and renewal, okay, washing something clean, okay. There's also a refusal to feel emotions, kind of, sort of. There's a lot more mental energy here, mental and passionate, okay. Let's get your Holy Bible reading, Sagittarius. These 2 marriages, it could be someone that you know that's getting married in the spring or has gotten married last year or at some point in time in the spring, okay? And or the winter, okay? And this could be an unconscious thing that has been brewing for a while that has came up to the surface of last year. Let's see. We've got Isaiah 40. Comfort, comfort my people, says your God. Comfort. Needing comfort right now. So what sorts of things bring you comfort, Sagittarius? I want to say baths. You may have been avoiding doing the things that bring you comfort. Maybe you feel like you need to punish yourself. That was the feeling at the beginning of this reading, right? Was being covered in this murk and then having to dig through that to get to the good stuff. Was the beginning of last year, and then it kind of got murky again, and then there was clarity more towards the end. But the beginning of last year was really, really excellent for you. And I'm hoping that the beginning of this year is also going to be very, very like the beginning of last year. But there's something about needing to be able to keep up whatever, you know how it is with New Year's resolutions, is it's easy to get it started, but to maintain it and to continue it is often the challenge. So here for your scry, we have, there's a lot of fertility here. There's a lot of fertility. It's just about the timing, okay? So we have a rabbit for fertility. Could be with regards to Easter, the goddess Ishtar as well. We have a cat, okay? Being playful as a pussycat. We have a carrot, okay? So carrot connecting to the Ace of Wands, again with fertility and sexual energy. We have the letter N and the letter O, which is interesting. It's a mixed message because it could be a no, but it could also be, oh yeah, it's on, okay? Spirit is funny, what can I say? Okay, so now let's look into this year, the 4 cards for this year. There's a lot of sorrow here for sure, though. sorrow about time, time not borrowed. Okay. So, Seven of Pentacles, you're waiting for something, okay? I'm hearing someone, okay? At the bottom, not at the bottom, at the beginning, okay, of spring, we have Ten of Cups, total emotional fulfillment, really knowing what makes you happy, having a happy, having everything emotionally through the roof, okay, seeping through the walls, okay, bubbling up from every corner, nook and cranny, okay. This is having the friends, this is having the wife, having the husband, having the children, having the house, having the dog, having the geese and the rivers. And look at how much happiness in spring here is how you're beginning this year. Then we have the Nine of Swords, being wrapped up in everything that you have. Is it not good enough? Towards the summer. There's an anxiety towards the summer, okay? Maybe there's too much to do in the summer and in need of help. Towards the fall, we have you healing. We have Aquarius here. Aquarius, through the Star card, doing some healing in the fall, okay? You may be planning something for Aquarius season, okay? We see you nourishing and nurturing yourself here, basking in the waters that you were, it looks like, avoiding a little bit. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, getting back to work, getting very diligently disciplined in your work towards the next winter. But yeah, you're worried about something this summer, but right now the spring is going to be really amazing. It's going to be the time of your life, a really real dream come true, okay? Starting to worry about the future. Because what is anxiety but worrying about the future, not enjoying the now? And you can't really live in the past. You have to prepare, but there's a lot of possibilities, things that you need to work out in the summer. In the fall, you're going to be doing some transitional healing, okay? To prepare for ultimately going back to work. Learning to work in a different way, I'm also getting, okay? Working less, working more. You're configuring that more in towards the summer. Okay, Sagittarius, so this is what I have for you. Until next time, bye.